Hey guys, this is Maliha from the site Blogger, and today I have a Canva tutorial for you where I'm going to show you how to create Instagram slides natively within Canva. So I'm not going to go over the entire design. That's not what this video is about. I'm just going to show you how to create the actual slides. So for example, I already created a design, and this image right here is supposed to be an Instagram post comprising of 5 slides. And as you can see, I have it's a long design, so when I split it up, it's going to be 5 different Instagram posts that's going to work as slides. So I said that I'm not going to go over the design process, but I kind of want to show you how I made this in case somebody's wondering. Typically, when you're creating Instagram slides using Canva, or when I'm doing it, everyone has different process, but when I'm doing it, what I do is I create one long image, as you can see over here, and then I use guides to create these purple guides that you can see to kind of visualize where a slide starts and where it ends. So that helps me design the images. And typically what I would do is from Canva, I would go to create, and then I'll create a new design. And if you don't know what Instagram sizes are, they are, I believe, 1080 pixels wide and 1350 pixels height. And if you don't remember, that's fine. Just start typing in the search box Instagram. And if you don't know, Instagram these days prefers vertical images as opposed to square images. So if I hover over the 4:5 ratio Instagram post, the first one, you will see that it shows me the sizes, the preferred size, which is 1080 pixel over 1080 pixel by 1350 pixels. So do a little bit of math depending on how many slides you want. And for me, I want 5 slides, so I will multiply the width by 5. So 1080 pixels times 5 is 5,400 pixels. And this number will change depending on how many slides you have, so you can do a little bit of math, use a calculator if you need to. So I have already done the calculation, so I know that my dimensions are 5,400 pixels wide and 1350 pixels height, and then I'll create a new design. And this is basically the long design. And to add the guides that you saw in the original one, it's pretty simple. Just go to File, Settings, Add Guides, and then right away it gives you some default guides. So what you're gonna have to do is go to Custom, and then columns would be the number of slides that you want, basically. So default, I think it shows you 6. So make sure to change that to however many slides you want. Those would be your column number. So for me, that's 5 slides. So 5 under column, and make sure that everything else is 0. We don't want any gaps or anything. So just make sure that gap is 0, margin is 0, and then rows 0. So everything else is 0. And then click Add Guides, and right away it adds some guides. The reason for adding the guides is to kind of help you design, and so that you can visualize where a slide starts and where it ends. So as I have already done it, I'm not going to go over the whole design process. You can design your slides however you want, obviously. These are my slides. This is the entire image, which represents 5 slides. So now what I'm going to do is, so before, what we had to do is we would be downloading this whole image as one image, and then use a third-party image splitter to split it, or take it to Photoshop and then split it and whatnot. and that would be very cumbersome. And thanks to an app on Canva called Image Splitter, that process is all native now, so I don't have to like download and upload somewhere else or anything. So let's go to apps and then search for Image Splitter like so, and then the first one that says Image Splitter, that's the one, so click it. And I already did it, so it's like showing me the split one. So I'm gonna start over so you can see what it looks like. So when I start over, these are the two options that Image Splitter gives me: export design or choose file. So choose file is basically if you click choose file, it allows you to upload an image from your computer. So you can do that, but for us, our image is already done, it's already in Canva, so we're going to export design, so the first option. And when it gives you export, in the first page here, I am not going to change anything. JPEG is fine, you can also choose PNG if you want to. Size, quality, everything, I'm just going to leave them as is in their default settings, and then I will click export. And now in this page, make sure to change your number of rows and columns. So for us, number of rows is just 1. Now if you, instead of creating slides, if you were creating, you know, like tiles kind of thing, then you may have multiple rows. Or if you're not doing this for Instagram or something else, you may have different numbers. But for this purpose, for slides, it's going to be 1 row, and then in number of columns, it's going to be however many slides you want. So in our case, it's 5. So the rows are 1, columns are 5, and then I'll click split image, and right away it splits those images. And the images are looking good. Make sure that they are looking as you expect them to, and it should. I've never had any problem with it. And then it gives you a couple of options: add to design, set background. None of these seem right. So what I usually do is I just click save images to uploads. So basically it just saves all of your images to your uploads tab. So let's wait for it to finish uploading. So once it's done, I will go to the uploads tab, and as you can see, it has uploaded all of those files, so the first 5, and then I can just download them in my computer. So I will click the 3 dots and then go to download, and then it will just download in my computer. And you can do that for all of your slides, and that's it. That's how you can create now you know, number of slides using Canva, and you can even, you know, slice them up natively within Canva instead of using a third-party app or whatever. So anyway, that's today's video. Hopefully it was helpful to you, and if it was, make sure to subscribe to my channel, leave a comment or whatever, subscribe to my newsletter, whatever you want, and I will see you in a different video some other time. Bye.